बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाडलो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
ओम शांति। दादी दादी, हम लोगों ने वो कहानी सुनी है जिसमें बताते हैं कि बाबा को शुरुआत में जब साक्षात्कार होने लगे तो एक ऐसा भी साक्षात्कार देखा जैसे कि ऊपर से तारे आ रहे हैं और जब धरती के नज़दीक पहुंचते हैं तो वो अपना स्वरूप, देवी स्वरूप धारण करके फिर सृष्टि पर आते। और जो उस समय बाबा की बातें हमने सुनी है कि बाबा वो सीन, बड़ी सुंदर सीन देखते थे कि देवताओं का आपस में इतना सुंदर कम्युनिकेशन, जैसे कि मुख से शब्द नहीं बोल रहे हैं परंतु जैसे कि गीत गा रहे हैं, म्यूज़िक बजता। और जिस समय वो चलते हैं वो जैसे कि उनकी चाल एक जैसे कि रास के तरीके से है। तो ये हम बातें सुनते हैं और आपने तो साक्षात्कार इन सभी बातों का किया हुआ है, तभी आपसे हम ये प्रश्न पूछेंगे कि आज हमें आप बताएं कि देवताओं की आपस में कम्युनिकेशन किस तरह से होती।
ओम शांति। अभी आप सभी अनेक बार अपने स्वर्ग की इस दुनिया में रहे हैं, राज किया है और अभी संगम युगी रूप में बैठे हैं। तो आप भी याद करो कि हम कल्प कल्प सतयुग के दुनिया में राजदारी बन करके रहे हैं ना, सभी राज अधिकारी बन के सतयुग में रहे हैं ना। हाथ उठाओ, देखो सभी रहे हैं। ये तो सभी अनुभवी होंगे। जहाँ राज किया है वहाँ तो अनुभवी होंगे ही। फिर भी अभी जो ये क्वेश्चन कर रही है तो वहाँ क्या है, खुशी है बहुत, दुख का नाम निशानी नहीं है। तो वो खुशी की झलक जो है ना, वो चलने में, बैठने में, उठने में, मिलने में, वो ऑटोमेटिकली होती है। तो जो ऑटोमेटिकली चीज होती है ना, वो बहुत सुंदर लगती है। थोड़ी बनावटी भी बनाओ तो वो फर्क हो जाता है। तो उनकी डायरेक्ट लाइफ ही खुशी की है। खुशी भी है और सर्व प्राप्ति स्वरूप भी है। तो सर्व प्राप्ति जहाँ है, उस सर्व प्राप्ति का जो फीचर्स पर असर है वो बहुत सुंदर और जैसे होने चाहिए हम समझते हैं ऐसा होना चाहिए, वो प्रैक्टिकल वहाँ कामन है। तो हर एक का चेहरा जो चेहरे में हम समझते हैं होना चाहिए वो सब में है, और उसमें नेचुरल खुशी है। एक होता है कोई बात होती है तो खुशी होती है, लेकिन ये जीवन ही खुशी की है। इसी कारण उनको जो भी चलन है ना वो न्यारी और प्यारी है।
को मुस्कान मिले, जग को जीवन दान मिले, आए गम की ना हवाएं, देते रहो दुआएं, नहीं अवगुण को मन में धरना है। प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है, प्यारे बाबा तुम्हारा यही कहना है।
Om Shanti. Be a jewel of contentment. Always remain content and make everyone content. Contentment of the mind. Always remain obedient and you will receive blessings from everyone. With the impact of those blessings, your heart and mind will always remain content. Let it not be external contentment, but contentment of the mind. When the contentment of the mind is real, when you're obedient and receive blessings, you and others will always remain double light. Your faces will always be happy-hearted. To be happy-hearted means to be beyond all questions of why, what, how, finish. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 20. So before we start our series, just want to let you all know that tomorrow is a very special day. UN has declared the first World Meditation Day, and in India it's been celebrated every center, even in the whole world. All our Baba's centers have done program for that, so planned program for that. So what we are thinking that tomorrow, Saturday, December 21st, in Avyakti Parivar, not the Zoom ID of Avyakti Parivar, but we have different Zoom ID. It's in this flyer, 817-2421-4340, and password is peace. So we will open this Zoom and you can invite all your families, friends, anybody who would like to invite, so that we all together can do meditation together, and our seniors will help us also with commentary and etc. So it will be a wonderful experience together, and the details of it, Sister Gayatri will let us know when she will come on Zoom, and she will share details about it. So this is just to let you know that we'll be doing tomorrow 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and you can invite all your friends and families. So now let's start the series. Today's day 20. Be a jewel of contentment. Always remain content and make everyone content. Today's topic, contentment of the mind. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. There was a time when meditation was not even known. I remember in 1962-3, when first time meditation word became popular in USA, and a lot of people start coming to India, because India is considered to be a yogi land. And then gradually now, it has become like, oh, I meditate, I want to meditate. So we are very fortunate that we had been meditating for a long time. And our meditation is based on knowledge. Our meditation also is self-transformation. So, contentment of mind. There are some people, they are at work and they're not happy about the work. Because if mind is not happy, then it's lack of concentration. Contentment really has a lot of benefits. You can be merged, you can be absorbed, you will have concentration. But internally, if there are subtle questions and doubts, then your focus is not 100%. I had been realizing that how important it is to have contentment. But then Baba is giving us another aspect, because we have to create a kind of surroundings around us, the atmosphere of contentment, double light. I know it's a lot of effort, but it's important. Then there is happiness, there is joy, proper communication. So always remain obedient and you will receive blessings from everyone. There are some people, they like to help. They like to help everywhere, everyone, right? So with the impact of those blessings, your heart and mind will always remain content. Let not be external contentment, but contentment of mind. When the contentment of the mind is real, when you are obedient, you receive blessings. You and others will always remain double light. Your faces will always be happy-hearted. And to be happy-hearted means to be beyond all questions. All question of why, what, how will finish. Because there is very subtle disturbance in the mind when there are questions. So how to have contentment where I have just total concentration, whatever I am doing, karma yoga, studying yoga, sitting in meditation, everything. So contentment has concentration. And so I think tomorrow we will watch drama, play our part, and maintain contentment. Oh, Shanti.
Om Shanti, Sister Mohini, Om Shanti, Avyakti Parivar. I like it when you said about the mind and the heart. Well, Baba is saying it for the point of tomorrow. And this is the next week, we'll be celebrating Christmas. So usually they use two words. They either say Merry Christmas or they say Happy Christmas, Happy Holidays. So I was thinking we should have a merry mind, which means an obedient mind. And we should have a happy heart, which is to go beyond questions of why and what and how. Don't you think so? Merry mind, happy heart.
Yes, definitely.
And
I
that's
agree.
double light. So,
Yes.
Sister Mohini, today I'm going to be explaining a little bit about tomorrow, which is the World Meditation Day. And
Yes.
after I've explained, I'd like you to come back on and if you can just share some inspirations on the day as well. Is that all right?
Okay.
All right. So, the United Nations declared tomorrow, which is December 21st, as World Meditation Day. And it was inspired by a small group of governments who thought that meditation was actually different from yoga. Yoga, it was more concentrated on the postures. It was concentrated on the breath, pranayama, and it was more a harmony between the human being, well, the human body, and nature. And so a lot of what was being offered on Yoga Day was showing how this harmony could happen. And so they thought they needed something a little bit deeper because of what is happening in the world all over in terms of the war and the violence and the conflict and the stress and the tension people were going through. They felt that there should be one day in the year in which they were reminding people that they need to strengthen their practice, but the practice must be connected to the mind, to the intellect, to the soul. So it was like not just a focus on meditation, but a reminder that inner strength is required to face the situations that will be emerging in our world in deepening of the darkness and the suffering and sorrow that will result because things are not going as smooth as they should be going due to the inner conflicts that exist. So they thought of December 21st because it is called the winter solstice. And June 21st, which is Yoga Day, is the summer solstice. And so it's 6 months in between World Meditation Day and Yoga Day. So it's quite significant in terms of what they're asking humanity to do to bring about transformation. So how did the UN describe meditation? They describe meditation as an effective tool to achieve inner transformation and peace, which Baba also tells us that We get peace from doing Raj Yoga meditation. The other thing they thought is that meditation supports the overall human well-being. That includes the mental well-being, the emotional well-being, the physical well-being, the spiritual well-being. That's how they describe meditation, as a support. They also speaks about meditation as a preparation for life. So meditation prepares human beings to cope with modern day issues such as anxiety and distress. And then they say that meditation brings about harmony between the mind and the body, between the human being and the planet, the environment. So tomorrow, December 21st, is the winter solstice, and it is World Meditation Day, as has been declared by the UN. The winter solstice, which is tomorrow, is the shortest day and the longest night. So after tomorrow, we will begin to get more light. It's a gradual increase of the light. So the days will get more, you won't get dark as early as we have been getting the darkness. So you will see more and more light in the evening. But it is also considered an auspicious time of the year to celebrate the gradual return of light. And the word solstice comes from this word solace. And Baba talks a lot about solitude, going and finding solace within the soul. Ekant Priya would be like a solace that the soul would experience. So it's a gradual return to light, and the soul is finding solace in the continuity of the natural cycle of time. So it's finding solace in Sangam Yoga, in this movement of time that Baba talks about, auspicious time. But because it's December 21st and it's the time of winter, the beginning of winter is tomorrow, it is also a time in which people become very reflective, very introspective, and they begin to rekindle certain flames, like gifts of the soul, gifts that come from the flame of the soul, this eternal flame of hope, of renewal, of accepting things and not fighting, not asking those questions, the why and the what and the how. So all of this is how the UN actually describes meditation, but also the time of December 21st. So tomorrow is Saturday, and Avyakti Parivar, and thanks to Bhumi, is very interested in how we can actually open up ourselves to this day and really truly come together, not just as BKs, but BKs and friends of BKs and relatives of BKs, and like draw them into the importance of this very special day of the winter solstice, the beginning of winter, but also into this great opportunity that I don't think it's just the UN that is doing it and the people there at the UN, but Baba also says when it's the right time, he will work with his children to do things that will have a global impact. So sometimes we wonder, well, how will Baba be glorified? And I feel that Baba is using instruments at the UN to highlight certain things that Baba himself is telling us so that they can like show the spotlight or throw the emphasis on something that Baba is also doing, in which he's teaching us how to transform and bring inner peace. So tomorrow we want you to reach out, all your friends, your relatives, everyone. We'll do it tonight and invite them. Bhumi Ben will give you the URL, the Zoom link, and you will then share that. And so we want to do a special meditation on this Avyakti Parivar link from 11 to 12 noon. So we will be in a little bit of a bhati. And as she said, we will provide the music, we will provide the commentaries, we will hold the space, which we will treat as a space to rekindle the flames of hope, of introspection, of renewal, of transformation, of peace, of joy, and of course of contentment, this happy heart and this merry mind. So we hold that in the space. And then at 12 noon, the United Nations office, Baba's office for the UN, have prepared a video that will be premiered at 12 noon, from 12 to 1. And this video has messages from our friends, the friends of the BKs that we have been serving over the years from all over the world. And they will be talking about how important meditation is to the empowerment of souls at this particular time. And the video was prepared by our center in Washington, D.C., by Sister Jenna and her team there. But it was also supported by Sister Marianne of Costa Rica and Sister Moira from Argentina and Sisters Julia and Sabita from the BKUN office. And so we want you to stay on and be part of the premiere, to look at the premiere of this video at 12 noon. There's also a beautiful meditation journal that Sister Marianne and the Latin American Youth Group prepared. And it's the meditation for young people. They also like it. But as you could see from the Abhyakti Parivar team, these young people always want to do something that will challenge their potential, but it will also be creative and hands-on to serve others. And so this journal is intended to create, it is prepared by the young people, for the young people, and it is more like a 21 days challenge. And so the challenge is to choose a quality. They have chosen it for us, a virtue for 21 days, and to focus on the virtue so that it could serve to nurture and bring about that inner renewal, an inner state of renewal. And Baba always talks about newness. So how could the virtues, if they are reflected on, create a dharana that brings about a newness in our lives? So it is, this journal, meditation journal, is a very powerful tool to prepare us for January and to take us into 2025. And so I'm suggesting, we take a look at the journal. You could start the journal tomorrow because, as you see, you're seeing it up on the screen. And you could also say, okay, let me start it tomorrow. Or you could say, here's a wonderful journal that I can use beginning January that will prepare me from January 1st to January 21st, which is a very auspicious time for BKs because of Brahma Baba's transition. But I think the journal is also bringing inside of us, encouraging us to develop, I call them atmic habits, soul habits. And Baba had given us this beautiful reminder that for next year, we should focus on incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. And he had said that many years ago, but he also reminded us in 2024 that 2025 should be the year of being incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. So the journal will let us do exactly that. Our minds should be incorporeal, our words should be egoless, and we should be viceless in our actions. So these atomic habits that the journal will generate in us for us to create will be things like, it should be natural in us to do certain things, like expressing gratitude to our lives, gratitude to Baba for all the protection, the safety, the love that he's giving us, showing kindness to one another, spending more time in remembrance, remembering Baba before going to sleep, doing our charts, taking soul conscious breaks, I call them, to do the drills that Baba says we should become so good at those drills. And also spending less time on our devices and more time into this Ekant Priya stage, this stage of sweet introversion. And so these are called Atmic habits. So the 21 days challenge is basically for us to inculcate spiritual habits. And as Bhumi Ben said, this day is being celebrated all over the world. India is doing a 24-hour kind of meditation. UK is doing something tomorrow. I've just received a few invitations from local programs being done in countries. And of course, we are doing our thing tomorrow. So they're both in person and online. And so again, I'll ask Sister Mohini to come in and say something to us about her inspirations for such a beautiful and I think an altruistic day. I don't think I was moved as deeply when the International Day of Yoga was declared, but somehow I became deeply moved that a few governments, a handful of governments, is putting the emphasis on something like meditation, and for us, Raj Yoga meditation, at a time when it is most needed in the world, so that people could turn into themselves and not despair, but to say there is a strength within that only God could ignite if they could only open themselves to receiving from Baba. So, Sister Mohini, I invite you to share your inspirations on this day.
Gayatri, when you really explained well, and really, really very clear, brilliant, inspiring. But I was thinking that once Baba had said that UN will glorify, or it's through UN, Baba's flag will be hoisted. So I was thinking that a political social body, political, non-political, has reached to a point where they, even if the few governments have proposed, but they accept it and it has become a worldwide exercise or worldwide practice, because it is only when we meditate that the true self, which is peaceful, loveful, and very calm and has understanding, all these good qualities are within the soul. So as soon as we meditate, we are able to experience those qualities. And then because we experience, we can also express it in our behavior, relationships. So I think it's really, really very good. We all should practice it, promote it. And then I think based on that experience, something further will happen. And it's a very good news for the whole world, because otherwise what we keep hearing is not pleasant. But to have this proposal from UN is very, very good, very encouraging. So I highly not only appreciate but recommend we tomorrow together celebrate it. Om Shanti.
So now we move to our happy world.
बस तुझ में ही खो जाऊं, यूं गले से लगा लेना बाबा मेरी यादों को सीने में समा लेना बाबा मेरी यादों को सीने में समा लेना। संसार से क्या हासिल, एक बाबा अपना है। संसार से क्या हासिल, एक बाबा अपना है। तेरा बन के ही रहना मेरे दिल का ये सपना है। जीवन के पग पग में मेरे संग तू सदा चलना बाबा मेरी यादों को सीने में समा लेना बाबा मेरी यादों को सीने में समा लेना। हम आए शरण तेरी, भरने अपनी झोली। हम आए शरण तेरी, भरने अपनी झोली। जीवन मीठा करती तेरी दृष्टि और टोली। सबसे अनुपम अनुभव तुझे अपना बना लेना बाबा मेरी यादों को सीने में समा लेना। बस तुझ में ही खो जाऊं, यूं गले से लगा लेना बाबा मेरी यादों को सीने में समा लेना।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.